Hey everybody! So we're jumping back in with another Skyrim Wabbajack mod list. This time we're jumping around here and we're looking at Aurbaesence. It's a new list that I just happened to notice. It's actually kind of a reinvention or a redo on an old list, the Phoenix flavor. We're not sure how we're going to feel about this list. I know that it really does center around changing up a lot of the combat stuff, changing up some of the mechanics and other things. And if I'm not mistaken, if I read correctly, it really is pushing the combat towards a Dark Soulsy type of combat. And as you all know, I don't like that at all. So this is going to probably be a very frustrating couple hours of just looking at it and seeing how it performs and things like that. But I thought we'd at least give the list a try and see exactly how things work out. So we're going to start a new game. One of the things that I did notice about this is in a lot of these larger size lists. So this one's 170, 180 gig download. And so it is roughly approximately about 200 gigabytes. There's 2,300 mods installed with this list, about 1,800 actual plugins. And the one thing that usually lists of this size, this is when you really start to see that they actually create a stock game folder, or and separate just what they need from the base games folder and create basically a copy of it. Here I think it's using the actual base game. So I'm not a huge fan of that. It doesn't actually modify the files in the base game folder, but it is pulling directly from there. So things could get a little wonky. We'll see. All right, so start a new game. Now, just a real quick thing. So there are 5 additional mods that I installed. These are ones that I always go with. It's the Skyrim Unlimited Rings, the Bandoliers, and then 3 lootable crates mods. Lootable crates, lootable downguard crates, and lootable unlootables. I bring those in. A lot of lists I notice use dynamic things. I'm not a huge fan of dynamic things just because of the leveled list it used to populate the crates and boxes and things like that. So when you put the lootable crates on top of that, it basically enhances what you find in the actual crates as opposed to just stupid clutter. So we're going to start a new game. This is using shaders. So there is a bit of a wait for the shaders to compile, and we will see how things work out. It was very loud, the music and everything, but of course it is until you get in there and able to get into the settings and turn that down a little bit. Gosh dang, that's loud. All right, so it's funny because I was watching someone before. I just want to check something out. I want to see load presets. So there's a ton of presets here. So I'm going to head back here. We're going to do that. Then we're going to come up here. And then, of course, we changed the race. All right. And then we're going to come on over here and then load a preset and see if there just happens to be one. Now, ODV, I'm not sure what that really stands for. What I'm looking for here is just to see if there's anything here, like right here, Zaya, Redguard. right? And then Shay, red guard release. So we're gonna look at the two of these. Okay. But then we know there's another one. Let's see what that one looks like. And then you see we got like Mina and, but let's see what Shay presents to us. Yeah, no, it doesn't speak to me. So let's see. I don't know what OD. All right, so let's look at. Let's just see. All right, so real or. Let's see what this one looks like. You know what? I'm willing to go with this one. All right, so let's go back. Let's go on and let's just lighten her up a little bit. Okay. Let's just. We're gonna do that. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with her really at all, except for the hair. Not overly crazy about the hairs, the way they fit up on here, but I'm not gonna complain too much. Generally I like a shorter hair, just because combat and all. I do kind of like that. Her lips are very, very thick, very big. Not sure how I feel about that. I thought I saw something, but I guess I didn't. Let's see. Come on. You have to have something short. Nope. Whoa. We've only been through 100 or so of the hairstyle so far. Okay, we're almost there. Almost ready to go back to the you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go with that. And then we're gonna come on over here. Can I do? Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can. Oops. This is what we want. Bring it. Bring this out a little bit more, and then once we actually, this is where we're gonna deepen the red. Okay, and then we can bring it back, bring it back. All right. Don't want to spend too much time. And then let's see, body scales. Height. Did that just make her taller? I think that made her taller. All right. I didn't want to make her taller. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and then did it? Nope, not one for the thighs. Okay. Yep. What are we gonna name her? For the time being. Whoa, okay. MCM will not be configured automatically. Do not do anything until notification messages stop appearing at the top left of your screen. You can click OK to any dialog boxes that appear before the final confirmation. Okay, well, I'm clicking OK. All right, so we're not doing anything. I'm a little concerned about what just popped up for us, but again, this is supposed to become more of a Soulsy combat style, so be prepared for anything. Yeah. I'm hoping that doesn't mean or entail that we're gonna have that. Oh, we could do this real quick. Okay. All right. That was interesting. And what I just did was hit the left trigger to see if some sort of wheel or something popped up. So this is us so far. And then, we got the traditional alternative perspective start here. So we can go to the messenger. We can do a lot of different things. Receive gift at the Shrine of Zenithar. Automated MCM setup complete. Please wait a moment for all the notifications at the top left to stop appearing before continuing. Be sure to read the post mod list installation to see what you need to do next. Now get out there and enjoy the game. Now, one of the things about this game that's very interesting is I think you pick how you want your past to be presented to you. Now, I'm going to just grab a couple of things in here. I don't even want to grab everything. Don't need to. Okay. So you can see there are some things that need to be worked through. One is that animation. Apparently, yeah, everything you do is going to have some sort of animation to it. And we know that that's not something I care for. It's not something I need to see every single time. For me, it's just, it gets tedious after a while and it just gets annoying. I think, just once you see the animations for a certain period of time, it's just like there's no more need to keep seeing it over and over again. I think it's just a waste. And then, we can argue that, it's a realism effect. And it's like, well, yeah, it is. For the first 100 times you see it, and then it just becomes annoying and unnecessary. It's sometimes in the game itself, you just want to play and do certain actions and certain things that after a while you just know happen, So when you pick a flower, you don't need to bend down and pick the flower every single time. You don't need to see your character do it every single time. It's like, yeah, if I was doing it like once every 3 hours, then to see my character do it, then yeah, that's one thing. But in the game and the way the game works and just the mechanics of the world, something that you're going to do repeatedly, multiple times, possibly per minute. You know what I mean? 3, 4, 5 times per minute. The last thing you need to do is to constantly see yourself bend over, pick up flowers, bend over, pick up a flower. I know that's what I'm doing. Okay? Just click on them after, it's just fine just to be able to walk right by them and click them and, they're in your inventory. So it's kind of like, yeah, the first 10 times I see it, yeah, I got the realism. Oh, great. But then once we realize, hey, we're picking flowers a lot because we need to make a lot of potions, we need to do this, I don't need to see it You know, how many? And the thing is, sometimes I've looked at my inventory and I'll have over 1,000 total flowers in my inventory. You know, do I need to see myself bend down and pick up 1,000 flowers 1,000 times? So the argument and realism thing just loses, how do you say, it loses its weight after a bit, because it's like, well, no, I've just seen it too many times now, to the point where it's just unnecessary and tedious. All right, so I'm taking that because, granted, yeah, it's supposed to be a Soulsy type thing, but that may not be the case. So let's go ahead and take a look. And first things first, save. So we're gonna go ahead and save, create a save file, and then we're gonna go MCM menu. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look at the MCM itself. MCM recorder, recordings, and you can see there are recordings there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they all played out like it was supposed to, so I don't need to run this. So I'm not going to run it because I believe it automatically ran on its own. Okay. What I was, and then we also have the more HUD. Now, usually I like to jump in here because, one, I like to set that and then set that, right? And then same here, I like to adjust the scale. And then, yeah, I want it visible. See, I am a huge person for my HUD having as much detail and information on it as possible. I'm not one of those people that likes a no HUD, right? As a matter of fact, I am completely the opposite. So I appreciate it when I can come in and actually control that and say, yeah, nope, I want that. And so as long as you don't take that ability away from me, we are good. Smooth cam I usually disable right off the bat. Lately I've been trying to leave it on as long as possible until I've become completely annoyed with it. Now you can see I have let these are, by default on. And I come in here and I go with the slowest rate possible. Reason being is I don't like stress and fear. And then we'll say this. It's not that I don't like stress and fear as being part of the gameplay mechanic and everything. I don't like the way this mod works. I don't think it's done correctly. I don't think it works very well. What I think it's overbearing, and it plays too much of a role. And for example, if I ended up in Whiterun and I've been in Whiterun for 2-3 days and I haven't gone to a cave, I haven't gone and gotten a fight or anything, I'm just running around trying to get my people together, and my stress level's at 40 still, and this has happened, right? That's too high. And the impact, -10 to stamina, -15 to magicka, is too great for not actually having any stress and fear really on me at that point. And for my level to be at 40 and I've slept. So at that point, it's like, I understand you could drink alcohol and that should lessen it. But again, if I am relaxed and have been just staying at an inn for a couple of days, my stress levels should be almost my fear levels exactly, unless I'm actually like mid request that I'm being hunted. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I'm being hunted and watched and everything, right? Then, but do you see the game mechanics and what that mod is trying to do? They don't marry up. And like I said, it's overbearing, it's too much, and it doesn't, you know what I mean? I understand you want me to drink, but we're not in a horror situation. I can understand if I'm like literally, and maybe this would work better in somewhere like Fallout or someplace where a true post-apocalyptic situation is going on, and or if I'm in a zombie apocalypse or something like that, then yeah, it makes perfect sense. And yeah, because there is that stress and fear right now, it. So I just find myself sitting there going, it's too much. And then eventually it's like, it's gotten to the point where it's like, look, you know what? It makes no sense to me, and it just needs to be shut off. And so I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't recommend it as part of a list. Not in its current state. Again, the calculations are off. It doesn't work very well, and it's just too overbearing, and it doesn't make sense at times. All right. So, not to be overly harsh about it, but this just it gets to that point, and you're like, this is just stupid. And really, literally, when you're sitting there and you're thinking about, and you're in a situation and you look at what's going on, and you're like, and the words that come out of your mouth is, this is just stupid. Should never be the situation. Should never be the case. And if you get to that point, then that tells you something's wrong with the mod, or you know what I mean, it just isn't working as intended. Now, as you can see, I'm shrinking the size, and then I do want to combine the widget. And here I always do this. I don't know, like I said, I want to know at any given time. I just want to be able to glance down and see what's going on with my character. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is, I hate when they fill in different directions and different things. I just do. My visual sense works better when it's just, the bars depleting all in the same direction, and I kind of have a better sense of how much health I have left and everything like that. Again. So let's see. All right. See, I like it better like that. You can see our carry weight, and then how much gold. It's surprising how much gold we have, but I think we just pulled that out of here anyway. So, okay. All right. So we can read this. I don't think I actually need to. I know what it's going to tell me. Now, received gift. So roll for equipment. Here you may get a random set of armor, weapons, and a bow within the class and tier group of your choosing. If you want to reroll, do not take anything from your initial roll, then close the container menu. I don't know that I need to roll. We got stuff. I'm looking here, and basically, I think we're set.
Destiny calls you. Go to it.
Okay, so there's kind of a different take to this. You can see there's a lot more. There's the additional ones here. I think these are more advanced. I'm not a huge fan of them, especially if we're going to be starting with more of a Souls-like combat style. The reason why I say that is because I'm not a good enough player myself to battle my way out of here fell in a snake pit. Basically, there's a mine just outside of Whiterun, over to the northwest of Whiterun, and there's a mine there, and there's a little snake pit right just outside the mine. So if you fall in there, you'll fall down into that pit. There's a body there. There's some healing potions, things like that. You're injured, but inside the mine, there's bandits, and they will discover you and come out and attack. And the point is, I don't think at level 1 at the beginning you're strong enough to overcome all of the bandits, or expected to be strong enough to overcome all of the bandits inside the mine in order to fight your way out. You have to go in and through the mine to get out, because the pit, you can't climb back out. As far as I know, you can't climb the other way. So you start off injured, you get some potions, you basically scavenge the body to get your weapons, and then you at level 1 have to fight whatever bandits are controlling that mine. Since it's right there at Whiterun, they're not old, I'm not gonna say extremely high level, but they're higher level than you would really that I can handle at once. Bounty hunter, it's the same thing. You're gonna go track down your bounty. You're basically outside of their camp. Their camp is full of bandits, and I just don't feel like I'm strong enough to. I mean, you could always run away before you get discovered and just start about your business and come back and get them later. That is one way, right? This one here, out in the wilderness, and then you're just out in the wilderness. Here, roadside ambush is kind of basically the same thing. You're going to be ambushed by 3 bandits right there, but those aren't the only bandits that are ambushing you. That's the first wave. There are multiple bandits after that, and even if you manage to survive the first 3, you're wounded, you don't have enough healing potion, and then trying to fight your way through the rest of them. For me, it's a no-win situation. I'm going to die eventually. And it's just a very frustrating way to start the game. Me personally, usually these are the 2 that I always go with. One or the other, right? One or the other. I don't choose random in this particular situation because it could put you in one of these. These other ones, they don't speak to me at all. Pilgrim to a Shrine. I'm at Angie's camp. Being at Angie's camp doesn't make any sense. Here, Addict, I mean, you just walk out of the place and start your adventure, right? And say, I'm going to become clean. But unless you have all the necessary mods installed to make the addiction actually matter, it's just a location where you're starting, and you're starting out kind of just poor, I guess. So me, that doesn't really, I guess it doesn't hold true without all the necessary and any additional mod that really puts things on you, right? You have to have some sort of mod that presents itself as far as the addiction, where you can try leaving, but you got to come back, or you're gonna debuffs as long as you don't have a fix. So that's one thing. Beggar, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. You're starting with nothing, so you just go what, right? My most favorite, and one that I usually just start with, because this usually puts me right up off of north on the coast off of Dawnstar, so I usually just start there. So, and then Left 4 Dead, I think if you choose that one, you get to pick which region, or you can just go with a random region. Which one? Which one? Which one? All right. That's what we're going to do. And I believe you can, I don't think you just sleep in the bed. I think you just need to walk out. Now, I thought there was going to be something that allowed you to kind of choose how your background was going to go. All right, so inventory. So this is a little different, the way they decided to do the inventory. Let's just see how that works. Oops, I just what I wanted to do. Okay. And then I wanted to see what we can do here. Bound sword. Okay. Nothing is happening. All right. Did we learn these or? Oh. You seem to be able to instantly learn these spells while you're in this place. I want to go to skills. Do we start with any? See, so you don't start with me personally. It depends. You know, am I a noob with absolutely no skills whatsoever, or am I seasoned? And if I'm seasoned, then I should have at least, 4 or 5 skill points, available, perk points. All right. So we'll walk out, see what happens. All right. So visions of your past begin to wash over you. It seems it would be easy to brush them off. So we can ignore the visions or give in to the visions. I'm going to give in to the visions real quick. All right, activate the tome on the pedestal ahead to begin. Now, this is what I was looking for. So, I think this is kind of a cool way they do it. So we come up to this tome here, right? Use your autobiography. I don't know what these others do. I'm just kind of curious what they are supposed to do. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to miss my opportunity. So I think this is our opportunity to make a very important decision. Okay. So intelligence affects career skills, intelligent choices, and then intelligence affects XP rate. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know which one to pick. Okay, well, hold on. What am I doing? Intelligence choices affect how high your skills start. Okay. And this one affects how fast you gain experience. Well, I want to gain experience as fast as possible. But I want to start as high as possible too. Starting health, stamina, and magicka are more heavily affected by your choices. Stats are balanced. Starting boosts for starting health, stamina are more evenly balanced. Starting health, stamina, and magicka are more heavily affected. Careers start higher with diminishing returns. Careers give a linear increase if selected multiple times. Start writing. All right, birth sign. Your carry weight is increased by 100. Of course. All right. What is this? Genetics. Does this? We only get how many we get to pick? Okay. Um. I'm kind of hoping because I mean I can go above average for every one of them, right? All right. So height, we're not gonna mess with height. Intelligence, above average. Okay. Okay. All right. So we. Oh, okay. So we get to pick. I think we get to pick 2 others. All right. So magicka, I'm gonna say, um, above average. Above average. No, don't say I gotta. You're gonna make me pick these. All right, so my height is below average. No, I'm not gonna say my. Am I done, or do I have to pick that? Speech minus 5%. Keep writing. All right. We were middle class, socially invisible, working class. Magic and stamina minus 10. Upper class. Magic and health magic. Okay. Middle class. No attribute changes. Randomize parents' jobs. Let's randomize it. Let's just see what happens. Siblings. Okay. If we were only one, alteration, destruction. Ooh, okay. Partner in crime. Alchemy, light armor, security. This might be where we're going. Runt of the litter. Archery, block. Heavy armor. Smithing. Oh, man. Is that smithing? Okay. All right. Childhood years. All right. Being bullied. Starting boost for alteration, heavy armor, and restoration. Sword fighting. Starting boost for. Okay. Ooh. Games. Bullying. Boost for destruction, one-handed, and speech. Hide and seek. Illusion, security, sneak. All right. Playing house. Playing with fire. Archery. Conjuration. Ooh, this might be security and sneak. I'm picking that one. Uh-huh. 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 All right. So our patron god. Begin with Amulet of Julianus. We get an Amulet of Mara, actually. None. Um, or should we just go random? Let's go random. All right, keep writing. Adolescence. Yes, please. Security hand to hand. No. Firewood. Destruction two handed. Alchemy. Hunting. There we go. For sure, hunting. Um, I like this. I like this a lot. I gotta be honest with you. And then I think. All right. What was our interest? Sneak and speech. Interest girls, boys. We always like the girls, don't we? All right. Acquisition. For sure. Reading. Illusion and smithing. Destruction. Archery. Two-handed. Okay, one more. So it looks like, okay, I see how it goes. All right. Yeah. All right. Natural gift. What is our natural gift? All right. Stamina is restored while sprinting. Hirelings cost half as much. Easier to gain favor with Jarls. There it is. Yes. All right. Does that good fortune? I think. All right. Stop writing. Coming of age. Or keep writing. Progress to adulthood. All right. Please. All right. Please wait up to 10 seconds after closing this message box. Then close and reopen the backstory menu. Okay. 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 Let's just walk around for a minute. Let's walk around for a minute. Let all that stuff. Dude, this is awesome. This is like crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, in the comments, let me know what you think. This is the first time I've actually played and done this. I've never seen this one before. And man, I think this should be something there you put in everything. This is awesome. I mean, you have to be willing to go, sit here and go through it. But so they gave us Kenneth. You see that right there. I'm just gonna let it go ahead and play through, finish, everything, and then we'll go back in and open it and see if there's anything else we got to do. But I kind of like that. I just, you know what I mean? And then, because now what I'm hoping for though, is at the end of all this, right? Our character is going to have some skills, going to have some perk points out there allocated to certain things that match what we've chosen. It kind of reminds me of the TSS MSR mod that I use for Fallout, right? The Soul Survivor military service record. So, because that's one of my favorite and must use mods for Fallout. Okay, all right. Okay, so our career. I like this anti mage. No, 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 no. Big game hunter. No. Ooh, blacksmith. Enchanting, heavy armor, light armor, securities. Ooh, I'm leaning that way. I am leaning that way. Ha ha ha. Here we go. This is probably the way. All right. So contract killer. Um, that could be something. That could be a thing. Custom. I think we have. I think it probably will give us a choice to pick all our stuff. Not gonna be a darkling, but that would be interesting. Healer, heartbreaker, alchemy. Okay. Household servant. Infiltrator. I'm just gonna get to the end here. Okay. There's woodsman, alchemy, archery, light. So that one actually looks pretty good too because of the starting boost. Treasure hunter. Right. Um let's look at soldier. So thief. Okay. Traveling. All right. Soldier. Archery. Block. Heavy armor, light armor, one-handed, two-handed. Don't mind that so much. What's an order knight? Okay, not really. Nightblade. Light armor, security, one-handed, hand-to-hand, and sneak. Okay. Laborer. Interrogator. Smithing. Infiltrator. Okay, so for me, soldier's one. Woodsman actually does kind of work in a sense, right? Infiltrator, okay, it is not my first choice, right? Um, I gotta be honest with you though. Contract killer sounds cool, right? It does, right? Archery, light armor, security, sneak. Um, actually, and blacksmith. I just like the boost that it gives us. Um, what is an axeman? Light armor, security, smithing, sneak, two-handed. Uh-huh. Okay. So there's blacksmith. I liked contract killer. Um, infiltrator. Soldier. And woodsman. I'm kind of torn. I'm really kind of torn because I really like all the things that woodsman gives us. I mean, all of them. Alchemy, archery. These are all ones that I will use for certain. Archery, block. Heavy armor is the one that I'm concerned about here because I don't really transition to heavy armor. It's just not what I do in the builds, right? So it's kind of a waste. Infiltrator, alteration, and illusion. I don't really use those spells much, so they don't really come in handy for me. I'm not a spellcaster, right? And then when we come to contract killer, alchemy, archery, light armor, security, and sneak. They all play a role there, right? And then wood lady, a woodswoman. Crafting skills are 5% worse. Substance abuse. Poison resistance, oh my gosh. Sadism. Followers won't perform tasks or trade with you. Oh gosh, dang. Um, halved savings payout. Okay, okay. All skills reduced by 5% rounded down. Adultery. Disease resistance, minus 50. Substance abuse. Disaster strikes. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You know what it means? We gotta pick it. Oh no. All buy sell prices are 25% worse. Stamina rate, nope. Injury, base healing rate, nope. Want it for murder in all holds but Whiterun. Undeath. Start as a vampire. Nope. Randomized. No. No. Head trauma. All right. Well, I know what it's going to be. Okay, we're not. Okay, we're going to play adulthood. It was starting. Hey, look at this. Starting level 8 to 12. Some savings. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know what this is. Hopes and aspirations. Desire. Lost secrets. You know what? Um, love or wealth? Which one? Which one? Now, here's the thing. I just got through watching season 4 of Bridgerton. Okay. I don't watch the show normally, but I was watching season 4 with my wife, and it was really because Yerin Ha, she played Quan Ha on Halo, and so I saw that she was on there, and I said, you know what? All right, I'll watch this season. I want to see her outside the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. And what was the biggest thing about it was about love. So we're gonna do love and lost secrets. And well, how many god daggone things can we pick? Okay, can I do as can I stop? Please? All right. And now we're finished. Okay. Woo. Woo. Did it say closed out? All right. And then what do we do now? I don't know what it said to do. Are these the things? I think these are all the things. These are all the things. Look at my carry weight. It went up. I don't know what to do now. Do we leave? Somebody help me out here. Okay, nothing I can do there. Hold on. I'm gonna. Does this change? Is this my past? Why is there a dead rabbit? Uh-huh. All right, I can't get to my inventory. Hello. So you notice how these all changed and updated. I'm afraid to keep going. What am I supposed to do? No active quests. Okay. All right. Wait. Well, first let's save then. Okay. Let's save. All right. I'm gonna come back here one more time first though. I'm gonna come back here. Am I done? I think I'm done. Okay. So we're done there. These are our choices, right? So we had to pick 4. All right. Leave your mind, please. Gotta be honest with you, I loved that. I love that. I must have hit my head when the ship crashed and sunk. My head still hurts, but I must get out of here before I run out of air. Yes, we do. We must. All right, guys. Now, I know some people like third person. I love third person, right? Usually that's why I pick the female character because I just love watching my character. But for this to work, you got to do it in most of this. You got to do in first person, especially when it comes to the swimming, just the way it is. We're not going to study it right now because I don't want to waste too much time doing that stuff, right? So in that room, we learned everything instantly. So those were our starting spells. Let's see. So we got the room, and let's do this really quick too while we're here. And my apologies for this. All right. So first of all, we're not going like that until we're not doing that until we know for a fact how this is playing out. So that stays that way. Let's just increase the brightness a little bit. That the field is good. Audio. Let's go ahead and just turn that down. That was very loud. And I've been meaning to turn it down anyway. Okay. And let's come on up here and then just make sure we save that. All right. Okay. Let's see what's down here. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, let's get up out of here real quick. Something was blocking us. I'm not able to move as quickly as I wanted to. You see what's going on there? I don't know if you guys can't feel it, but it feels like see, I'm moving better this way. All right, let's get up out of here. Okay, I'm stuck. See, I feel like I'm slowed. All right. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's like, well, why don't you go ahead and use the why don't you go ahead and use your what's the name? All right, let's see what we got on us. We got this. We got a triple triad board. I want to look at this. Okay. So these are our weapons. We got 2 bows. We got a great sword. All right. This one, I mean, they're the same. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like the look of that one a little bit better. We got high bracers. Oh yeah. let's go ahead and put those on. And let's just keep it all. And then Kinnereth, stamina for sure. Okay. We got potions of healing. Let's go ahead and favorite that. If I can get away with not using the water breathing potion immediately, then I'm gonna try. So we got a lot of gold on us, and we got stuff that can be sold for gold as well. Okay. All right, so bear with me here. We're going to be going in and out quite a bit until we get our bearings. I don't know that. All right, hold on. Yeah, we got to do it. Items. I don't know that it's going to let me drink the potion here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to die because I don't have any speed. Like, I'm trying to get out of here. Okay. Let's try it again. Won't let you drink a potion underwater, which it makes perfect sense. Okay, I don't know if I drank the potion or not. I don't think I did. You see how the... What the frick is going on? Use. You guys are seeing this, right? Oh, finally. Finally. All right. Okay. We got to get out of here as quickly as possible. Now, granted, right here, it just feels like there's stuff we're getting snagged on that's making it hard to get around. Now, normally, yeah, I would spend more time. There's another potion, but it does us no good. See, like right here, we're stuck. And as you can see, did I end up right back where I started? I sure did. So there's the frustration there. All right. So let's come back here. We got another potion. Get out of the water, because if you're touching the water, apparently it's not going to let you drink it. Did that make sense? All right. Now, what is going on here is the potion just isn't working. Did you notice that? The potion just isn't working. I mean, like, and then the movement is very labored. Like, very labored. Okay, we want to get our breath back because it's a long swim to the surface. Hold on. Out of the water. Out of the water. Here, let's save here, because this is where we're going to have to test it. Now, what's frustrating here is the potion just isn't working. We took it, and then this doesn't just put you out in the water. You have to go, and it's a very far distance to get to the surface. Like, I'm trying to go up now. I am headed up. We're not going to get to the surface before I run out of air. All right, there we go. So, I gotta be honest with you, that's kind of frustrating. And then the frustrating part is the the movement. Just it feels like I said, it feels like you're stuck or snagged or something's holding you back. So you're not moving like you're supposed to. Um Here's another thing. I don't have my bearings. I don't know which way is which. Now, so here we are. I believe I'm gonna have to believe since there. Yeah, we're gonna have to use that as a marker. It's the way we need to go. All right. Do you see in third person? I'm trying to get to the top. I'm trying to actually get to the surface, but I can't. See, so in third person, it's hard to swim. I thought that was a ruin over here. Yeah, it is. I've never heard of this place, so I'm not sure where we are. What I'm expecting is for these skeletons to come to life. Frozen steps. Where's that in relation to? Alright. Nope. There's nothing there. Alright. I think that's the way we want to go, though, right there. Okay, so now, right now, stress levels should be pretty high. Stress and fear should be pretty high. You gotta go back to third person. I gotta do something real quick, though, because I'm afraid something's about to happen here. Set time scale to 8. Well, because I don't want to be doing this in the dark. And then, to tell you the truth, I should probably set it lower. Alright. Okay, as we try to swim for the shores, this is what we do. We go in here, we take a look at a list, we bring it we bring it down, and then what we do is we go in and we kind of give it a couple of hours and see exactly how it feels, how we're liking it. And if this is the type of content you like, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know if you tried this list or if it looks like something you might be interested in. Again, combat is very Dark Soulsy. It's according to the page. Yeah, and then reach on over, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so every single one of you matter and are very much appreciated. So you can see this is quite the journey. One of the things I am glad for is that we're not getting hit with the survival stuff just yet. I like to play with survival, but right now I'm just glad that we're not having to deal with freezing to death, because right now I don't know where we are. I honestly don't know where we are, and it's usually not this far to get to the coast off of Dawnstar. And so one of the things I am concerned about is we may have missed Dawnstar. Dawnstar might be that way. I'm really hoping I'm not heading north. Because that means we're just heading further and further away from Skyrim. And I don't want to do that, but I feel like I'm headed really west. west and southwest, but I feel like that I should have hit landfall already. And then one of the landmarks I usually look for is the I think it's called the brine hammer, the wreck that's usually on the coast. That's kind of like my landmark that I'm always shooting for. Because one, if I make it there, then I know I'm just kind of northwest of um, Dawnstar, and all I do is just head down the coastline and back in, and then we can get to Dawnstar pretty quickly and easily. Right now, the distance that I've traveled so far, usually I would have already hit Skyrim by now. So yeah, I'm kind of worried that I haven't hit Skyrim. And then I'm kind of worried that I'm not headed in the right direction. We're gonna use that light up ahead as a beacon and try to figure out where that is. And I mean, it is, for all intents and purposes, we could have shot in ourselves, basically swam our way over to Solitude, you know, and possibly past it. That does not look, like I said, it just doesn't look like we're getting any closer. So we'll try to make landfall as quickly as possible. I'm just concerned about, see, look at that. You see how the stopping and starting in the water, it takes a while before you get moving again. And I don't like that. All right, so we finally hit landfall. And not happy about this. So again, this doesn't look like any place that we normally come ashore at. So we got to figure things out. Okay, so you see that? Now, where's my weapon? Where is my weapon? I don't like that it keeps putting me there every time I go in there either. All right. Do you see that? Every time I take it out, it disappears. See, right now I have a weapon, but I can't see it. There it is. How do you block? To Solitude Sewers. I told you. I thought we went way out of the way. Way out of the way. Solitude Lighthouse. Seriously? You know what would be nice? Quick light mod. Could have sworn that was a mod. Let's go take a look. Quick light. Alright, type. No special effects. Slightly bright. Enable long cat. Alright. don't like that I did that, but matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go back. Click play. Okay. At least you can see the bow. Okay, so we're at Solitude Lighthouse. So Canis route. Let's go ahead and get this Nern route. Oh, hey, some spiky grass. So when you have the weapon out, at least you don't have to deal with the animation. Right. You get a feeling, is this that boat? All right. Not going to mess with the people on this boat. We're just trying to get our bearings. And if I'm not mistaken, this will get us on over to Solitude, maybe? You see how much I gather the flowers? How annoying would that be to watch me stop and bend down and pick up flowers all the time? All right, Blue Mountain flowers. So we're on our way to the Solitude docks. Possibly. We can go in here. This will take us right into Solitude, I believe. Yeah. But that's not what I want to do. Here's the docks right over there. And since it doesn't cost any stamina to sprint for some reason, I think that's one of the choices we made, which is kind of cool. East Empire Company Warehouse. All right, let's see what kind of changes have been made to the docks. Actually, it doesn't look like, it looks like the normal, right? Doesn't it? Well, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. You see what we got to do here? Is that the way down? Yes, it is. And hey, hold on. Now, let's go see real quick what the lootable crates mod does for us. Yes. All right. So we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take those for sure. Steel scaled boots. All right. Up. What's in here? Ooh. Oh yeah. Sobriety concoction. I mean, it's not like we have a reinforced satchel and a rugged cape. This is what I'm talking about. See, dynamic things doesn't do this for you. Yeah, we'll take those. Oh yeah, that. Now, I mean, an argument can be made that maybe it's a little OP. This is just too much stuff just to find hanging out in crates, you know. And so it's not everybody's cup of tea. And then yeah, I do feel like, well, probably it is possibly giving me an unfair advantage to start. But you know, look, ring of minor sneaking. We'll take all the stuff in there. Mm-hmm. We'll take that. Oh, we'll take all that too. That. What's down below? Okay. And then, what was in there? We'll take the cabbage. We can make some stew or something. All right. Take that. Ooh. I was looking at the value per weight, and like all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot." But okay. As long as no one says anything about me with the bow, with my bow out, we're good. You know, because you know a guard might think something. If you know you approach him with your weapons out. Just saying. So as long as nobody gets the wrong idea, because my weapon is out. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. A trader's resource. Oh my goodness. Now the trader's resource is cool and not cool. Oh shoot. Ow. Ow. Alright. We want that. And do we want to read that? We don't need to. Not this time around. Ow. Yeah. Let's try not to hit every single bear trap that we can find. All right, we're going to put our weapon away and we're going to see what it's like. So far, everything is running pretty smooth. The start stop, it just feels not, I don't want to say laggy, but it feels like every time you start moving, you're moving in mud. But you can see without the weapon drawn, it's that animation every time you go to pick something. So, and again, here you see there will be situations where you're going to pick up 5 6 different flowers all right here, and then it's that animation over and over again, and it's like, is it really necessary?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Oh, I appreciate it. What do you got?
A letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
You see what he's got on his back?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
All right, thanks man. That is a trader's resource. So where a typical backpack, backpack would carry 50, will give you an increased 50 carry weight. A trader's resource, I believe, is 100. And then it has the little lantern that dangles there above your head. Gosh dang, man, that was a long animation there. Okay, hold on. It's stuck on that guy. Oh, okay, the crate. All right. Okay. Now grab the fine clothes. What it's not doing is registering the sacks. But I probably couldn't grab anything from the sacks either. So yeah, it feels like I'm starting in mud. And then so when I start moving after being in, so it's like you're moving in mud and then you pick up momentum. And I don't like that. That's weird. That's a weird thing. I don't know why it's doing that. See right now, mud. Okay, now we're moving. Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
If you come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Richter.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So right off the bat, we can come in here and then we can go this way. So just to show you what I'm talking about. So we got a ring of minor sneaking. We can go and put that on there. So you got reinforced backpack, which is
the Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing
dang.
vampire menace. What do you say?
Killing vampires? Where do I sign up?
Ha! Ezron's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Here, let's do this real quick too. Let's go to skills. Oh, look at this. All right, so we got a ton of stuff that we should probably go ahead and allocate. It didn't do it for us, which is fine. Quick draw. All right. Oop. Get down there. Block. All right. Can we get over just? Oh shoot, that wasn't block. That was okay. Can I go over here, please? Thank you. Let's go to basic smithing. All right, come on over here. Let's do some Oh, what's up with this? You see, look at our magicka. It's only 40. Based on our choices, that's where we started. All right, so we got 4 left. Can I move over? It's not letting me. All right, here we go. Speech. I want security. Not high enough yet. Hand in hand. All right, wait. Come on, man. Yeah, this menu is not cooperating the way we want it to. Okay, wait. Let's see what sneak does for us. We got merciless, deadly aim, silent cat, clat, and then trespasser. Okay, block is only 4. Holy cow. Hack and slash. Love you too, buddy. All right, so we'll do this hack and slash real quick. And then swords. All right. So we're good there. Okay. Whoa, where's she doing? Where's she? You okay? Okay. Nope. Nope. Come back here. All right. I thought we were first person. Okay. Here we go. Oh, we did get sidetracked though. So we'll, as soon as we get inside, we'll finish doing what I was showing you. So it said we were supposed to be levels 8 to 12, but you can see it put us out at level 12, which I ain't mad at. I'm not mad at one bit. I don't mind. All right, so we got the execution going on in here. God dang it. All right. But here, let me show you what I was talking about. All right. So you got, so we have the cape. I can't see the cape on her. We got a rugged cape if we want to put the rugged cape on. But here's the reinforced backpack. And then reinforced satchel. And then the trader's resource. Oh, it's 200. So this is what the trader's resource would look like. Okay. I think we'll go without that. All right. So here's the backpack. And then I don't think you can wear both. The satchel's at your hip. Yep, there it is. So we'll just go with the backpack since it's 75. Then steel scaled boots. It's way more armor than what we already had. So we'll go ahead and put those on. And they just killed the brother. All right, short cloth cape or the rugged cape. That's doesn't matter which one. So let's just do the short. All right, and then every time we come back out, we're walking in mud, and yep, they just killed the brother. Not a fan, like I said, of the animations. As a matter of fact, we could come on in here, and this would be something that me personally, enable player animations. No. Force first person animations. Check to force. Nope. Enable NPCs standing animations. NPC, I don't care about that stuff. Enable table soup animations. I don't even know what that is. So I would turn those off. Armor and clothing extension, I would turn that on. Protective clothing. I don't know really what it's going to do for us. Additional expressions, extended expressions. What I'm looking for, and one of the things I don't like is the cold. I don't like the shivering, and because I think it happens more often than it needs to. Eating expression. I don't want to see the eating stuff. So I come in here and I turn those off, and then what I'm looking for. Hold on one sec. We got experience. Me personally, one of the things, skill cap base used to determine skill cap for player. I don't know what that does, but I'm willing to increase the multiplier. I'm just going to leave it as is. You can come in here and increase the numbers there if you want. First person interaction settings. So looting NPCs, I don't want to see that. Open doors, I don't need to see that. I definitely don't want to see the pick locks, the harvest, loot animals, loot containers, loot objects. Don't need to see any of those. All right, so I come in and turn those off. Does that work for every single one? No, it does not. Another thing I look for is hunter-born or immersive hunting, things like that. Reason why I look for those is because they add or they cause time to pass, and as you can probably tell when I set the time scale to 8, I don't like time to pass, so I disable that as quickly as possible if I can find it. So you got simple smithing, simply balanced, so you can see. And again, I'll have to look to see, because once we are here, let me go in here real quick and let me look at this, not that one, settings, gameplay. Survivor mode is not on. We turn that on. Okay, so I should see an adjustment to our carry weight sooner than later. There's burned, and you can see, boom, we lost 150 in carry weight. And first thing I do, I go to pick flowers, and what does it do? It shows me the animation. So apparently we didn't turn everything off in the right places. It's annoying.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarva.
All right, so now we do have more crates over here, so we want to see which ones we can loot. Hey, there's our necklace of water breathing. All right, so not everything is going to be lootable. Okay, so it'll say harvest here for these hanging things, because I think they're put here after the fact. And there's another necklace of water breathing. So, and in truth, that could be kind of thought of as a little bit OP to find those. And then you got all the tomes that you're finding. Another trader's resource. Some more gold. Then we can come this way. So yeah, every time I go into these cities, I usually have kind of a routine that I follow of like just quick places to see right here. Deidre Heart. Boom, boom. A ring of blocking. We got 2 more crates. Nothing. Alright. Barrel, that's fine. Yep. And then sometimes, and then this is not one of those times, you can see there are crates over here too, but nothing really good in them. Now, sometimes not all the crates are going to have good items or get updated the way we want it to. All right. So bear with me here for a minute. Yeah, we have no idea what combat is like in this thing. I'm very curious too. Okay. All right, so we're getting hungry. All right, we're gonna take the cabbage, cabbage. All right. Oh, and it has a smelter. Nice. All right, Baron isn't nowhere to be found, but we're gonna use this real quick, and then we're gonna figure out what we can do about our hunger. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here so I don't lose it, and you can see what happened right away. Okay, let's see. We're not going to be using these, so might as well get what we can from them. Okay. So I'm going to make a back left, a back right, and that's all we can do because that's all the leather we have. And then what each pouch does is it gives you another 50 carry weight. So what we can do is come in here, and then we can say one here and one there. So now our carry weight is back up a little. Yeah, we don't have much we can do here. There's no store. We might as well we gotta get, first things first. Do we have any food? What do we got for food? Oh, we got a ton. All right, we got some milk, we got some bread loaf, and cabbage soup. That should do us. That should do us. Oh, dang. He kind of popped up with a lot of flair there. Like, uh-oh, trouble. Okay. All right, so it's still cold. Hey, Eris. I don't know who Eris is.
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
Oh, yeah? All right, well, you know what? It kind of looks like you can handle your mead. I got 100 septims say I can still outdrink you. What do you say?
I don't really feel like drinking.
Oh, well, lightweight. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, Corpolis is the one we want to talk to.
The road to solitude is not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear south of Dragon Bridge.
Okay.
Find a trace of them.
The rumors say the culprits are vampires. I try not to listen to swagger like that.
All right.
Vampires, dragons. Huh. Those troubles don't cross my doorway. So sit, relax.
All right. Hey.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'd like to rent a room for tonight
Sure thing.
if you got
It's
one.
yours for a day.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're
I will. All right. Wait, what's that say?
Corpulus.
Oh, okay.
Anything
Patron.
to report?
Patron.
What do you want?
Been paid, but we have received nothing in return. I need names, Corpulus.
All right, somebody got paid and they have received nothing in return. All right, so let's see what's up here.
Maybe I should just declare that I have
All right, Michael. Oh, hey. All right, so Faranet, if I'm not mistaken, is part of the, what's it called? something. Oh, Sorex.
So,
Oh my gosh, what is it? What is that? What's that mod called with all those extra
give me some net
NPCs in there?
rather than brush me off as if you are not easily replaceable. Yes?
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. Okay. She struck an iceberg and went down
So
just north of Windhelm.
she's an aspiring bard, but she's afraid to. She's very timid and has not yet. This is not our room. Or is it our room? It looks like our room. In fact, it is our room. Let's close the door. All right. We're going to go to bed. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're going to sleep 7 hours. The air is warm here. Okay. Let's get up. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. There it is. So what we did was just turn the light out. We had to put our light on. Who are you? You are a miner. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Miner as in digging, or miner as in we shouldn't be talking to you in a place of this kind? Hey, Lady Ashwood. All right, so there were no actual NPCs in there. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna sell a good bit of stuff over here to Bits and Pieces, Baron's wife's store. Baron is the blacksmith.
I'm sure you'll find what you need here.
Well, much appreciated. Hey, same ya.
Kieran said you got here just before the execution.
Yeah.
Must have been a lovely first sight.
First, let's see what you got for sale.
Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
All right, I don't know if I want to challenge you to drink in front of your son, so you might need to send him away. What's that saber? Saber's look. Ooh, look at that scythe. Oh, look at the warhammer. All right, orcish bow. Arrows. I'm gonna take those right there. And how much is that? I think we have enough money that we can afford it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So, noble dark. Oh, that's nice. That's not better than what we have? Is it? I don't know. What do we? It's the same. So it's really just a matter of aesthetics. How much is it? 1,000. All right. Well, how about this? If we can figure out how to. Okay, whose are we looking at? All right, we're looking at yours. Okay, I need. Oh, dang. All right, we're gonna take these for sure. I need that for sure because we, yeah. Ooh, can I have a water skin? Yeah, give me a water skin. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was just sitting there? I wish I found it first.
Are you talking about something that I may have on my person? Okay, how much money you got? You got 3. Okay, so. I think we just made our money back, which is good. All right. Raise zombie, I don't need. Dispel. Well, hold on to that, but I can get rid of. I think I can get rid of anything that has the eyeball on it. we should already know at this point. Consecrated blade, emoliating glare, unbreakable formation. These are interesting, and we haven't read these yet. Okay. All right, so I can sell her that. Ooh, I like that. I think we're gonna actually wear that. Here, I'll sell you these two gray robes. We'll sell anything you're willing to buy. Tell you the truth. Here, take those two. All right. We need to wear these. So ring of blocking. All right, so I can sell that, that, and we get rid of those too. All right, that's really helping our carry weight too. And what it's doing is it's allowing us. Where's my bows? I got 2 bows, right? I had 2 bows. Okay. All right. Well, I guess you're not buying those. All right. But what we are gonna do, I really like the look of this. So, and it's noble looking. All right. So we will take that. Hey, you know what? You look like you can handle your mead. 100 gold says I can now drink you.
No, I don't think so.
You know, your husband would probably be willing. Stick in the mud. No, she's cool. She is cool. Yeah, I like that much better. That looks good. All right, here we go. All right, so we can only wear one or the other. And of course, breathing underwater would be more important. What does Kinner's does? Stamina increased by 25. All right, so yeah. And then only one or the other? All right, blocking or when sneaking. All right. Might need to switch back and forth. You see how we have 2 of these? And I couldn't sell either. All right. I think you can't sell the favorited stuff. Let's start with those. All right.
We hardly ever get new customers anymore.
Got something to sell? Come and talk to me.
All right. So first of all, animated eating redux. All right. Let's see if this is it. In general, enable in first person. Enabled. Okay. Object cycling. Okay. So widgets, priority, performance, filters. Okay. Neither one. Okay. Conditional expressions. Expressions, obviously. Cold. Water torch. Pain. Random idle expressions when your characters idle. They often blah blah blah. Da, da, da. Okay. Settings. Alright. Configurable notifications, crowded streets, skills menu, dynamic collision adjustment, dodge MCO, dynamic crafting, enhanced blood, condition, idols, toggle player, cold, injured, okay, modesty, Failed pickpocket. No. Fast travel cost. First person. Alright, so we know we came in here and we got rid of most. Right? Open doors. Pickpocket. Okay. Disabled. Okay. All right. See, I don't see immersive horses, immersive HUD, immersive interactions. I thought we already came in here. Open. Okay, realistic containers, loot animals, pickpockets, interact with puzzles, interact with wood piles, training dummy, eating ingredients. Okay. All right. Yep. All right. Flip items, loot NPCs. Okay. So that one, immersive spell, learning, enable learning bonuses, experience per hour, exhaustion per hour. Enable knowledge requirements, enable spell forgetting, study time modifier. Yeah. 1/4 of the time. Okay. Immersive world encounters. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the this improved alternate conversation thing. So I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to disable in third, disable in first. See what happens. All right. There we go. Let's test it. There we go. All right. Huge fan of that. All right, what do we got? Ooh, Blackbriar mead. Okay, ain't mad at that. I'll take that. All right, what else? Anything else? Ooh, what's in the crates? Anything good? See? All right, so right here, this is dynamic things. So this is the clutter that you get in a crate, because these crates aren't vanilla, so they're not touched by lootable crates. So dynamic things will touch them and just put just generic clutter into the crates. And to me, that's just, it's BS. It's not even worth it at that point. You know, it's like, okay, I'm just looting clutter, you know, and then so it's just there for the sake of saying that at least the crates are, you know, interactive. You can interact with the crates now. So that's what you get. And it's like, well, might as well just make them not interactive. You know, it's less insulting is the way I feel. You know, it's like, okay, so now you're just thinking I'm stupid. You know, it's like, well, he needs to be able to interact with these crates, so let's just put anything in there. And I'm like, well, put something worthwhile. Stop wasting my time. Okay. So we got the bow. Oh, I'm not a fan of that, but it worked still. See what it does. See what it is. I'm not a fan of that with the arch and everything. All right, let's see. Does our weapon show up yet? It does not. There's no block. You see that? That was the left. So and it looks like left is just power. So right now there's no weapons in third person. Does that make sense? So basically, what we would need to do is this. Is if we got to the point, wrong place. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna come around here. We're gonna save. All right, cool. We got our weapon out. Okay, I thought this was different. I thought this was leading us somewhere different. I like the sky parkour and the ability to climb. I like that as an addition. All right. So you can see we got our axe out right now. Unfortunately, we cannot see it in third person. So what are we looking for? We're looking for combat right now. Probably gonna die. All right, I didn't want to go all the way to the Dragon Gate. Should be some combat right up here. Not with the fox. Alright, statue of Meridia. Well, hello. Activate read. Here lies fuel mod foul air, who stank as much on earth as his body does now on the ground. Okay. Did we learn anything? Can we do that a little faster so that it doesn't take as much time? Or is it you gotta do everything first? I don't have the patience or the time. I thought coming this way would get us into some trouble. Apparently not. Huh. Okay, Reeking Cave. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're not. Oh, shoot. Really? With no block? Oh, shoot. All right, hold on. Hold on. Time out. Okay, so no blocking. Is he coming out? All right, we are hurt, right? And I didn't do the smart thing. And I know what you're wondering. The smart thing would have been to get these things favorited. Oh, wash and rinse. Okay. Hey, we might need that. An inbound sword just in case. All right, hold on. Let's get some healing going. We have very little. All right, that's good. Maybe we can fight something else besides a troll. This is the first thing we fight. All right. All right. That's what that does. That's what that does. So what I'm looking for is, all right. So that's right. There's no dodge. Is there dodge? All right. That's run. What we're trying to do is get ourselves in some more trouble. We bit off more than we can chew with the troll. All right, what's up this way? Anything? All right. What's hard to believe is there's so little enemies. All right, we'll go fight some mud crabs. Let's see what that does for us. Where are the mud crabs? What's this over here? Why am I... What the frick is going on here? Oh, look. Hey, we can see our weapon now. Nice. All right. That's good. Alright, broken ore grotto. Goat cheese wedge. Tomato. Alright. Damn wine. Okay. Before we go inside, let's investigate a little bit more. Okay. Alright. Let's get inside here. Hopefully, there's not another troll. Okay. First person. Alright, thank you. Bow. Alright. Let's go a little stealth. Alright. It's warm in here. Okay.
What was that?
Did we just walk right by him? We sure did. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me.
I cannot best you. I cannot best you.
Oh, this guy. He's not part of the cave. Ooh, steel war pick. Alright. I'm not mad at you. I'm gonna take the wine and the alcohol because and we're gonna favorite that, unfavorite that. Alright, see that's 18, that's 16. Okay. He's a different thing, so he just appeared randomly, kind of. Isidore. There's a guy right up there. Yeah, someone's there. Oh, what was that? I think there was another guy up here too, wasn't there? Now, I don't know why he got stuck or what caused him to fall back like that. Gotta get out of there. Alright, so we're still hidden. I thought there was another guy up here. I thought there was a guy. No, that's a torch. Let's get on over here. Alright, let's grab that. Let's grab those. Now, generally, ooh, bear pelt. Oh, another one. All right. See, it feels like every time we start moving, we're in molasses. So it's very slow to get moving. Like lockpick, an Alakir pirate scimitar. Ooh, black blood armor. Let's just take those. Let's just take that. Yeah, see, like it feels like I'm in molasses. If there was more guys, we could have shot that down, but I didn't notice that off the bat. Frost Miriam. Oh, look. Vagrant robes of conjuring. Yeah, we'll take that. All right. Imp Day. Okay. We don't need everything. Jasby grapes. Okay. Septum. All right. Green apple. White. We don't. What's our stress level at this point? All right, because we left it on. So we need to definitely check those to see where it's at for us. All right, so let's go in here and let's take a look. Now, we do have it set to very slow. So, stress and fear. All right, get in here. So right now it's just 5. So it's not really going to hinder us or, affect us really at all. And I'm technically, because we set it to very slow, that's expected, right? If it was on normal and it was at a 30, I would have no argument in this case. And the reason being is because of where we are, right? Because of the amount of stress that we must be under at this point. I'm taking the venison, of course. Okay. I'm not going to go all the way in and through the place. I'm just kind of checking it out. I do want to go up there, right? But there will be a lookout at some point somewhere. So we got to get a sense of where he is. I don't know if there's someone up here already. Obviously, we are way better at the bow than we are with melee weapons. I don't want to add more light, so forgive me. Ooh, we're going to take the horker meat too, the cheese. Yeah, we're taking all the foods. All the foods, okay? All right. Let's look down here, see if there's anybody down. I don't see anything. Okay. We'll go in a little bit further. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. Apple. Uh-huh. All right. Do we see another person? I just wanted one more chance at combat before I go. Not looking to go all deep. I just want to see. Because didn't we kill the one guy with one shot? There we go. Here we go. Is that a guy? Nice. Nope. Nice. Sneak attack. I said I wanted one more chance, and I took it, and I'm still going in further. I am a fickle soul, aren't I? All right. I wasn't sure how that felt. That's probably why I'm still going, because he got stuck as well, and then I'm just not sure if that's okay, if we're okay with that. Coin purse. All right. Anybody else out here? I don't see anything. Don't see anything. Wait, the lever. Alright, that would definitely notify some people that we're here. Here's somebody. Alright, let's see what we got. He's behind here now, right? There you go. If he just stands still. There you are. Alright, up a little bit. Nice. Did we get him? I think we got him. Gotta go higher. All right, there's multiples. There they are. We kind of alerted them to our presence. I just don't see anybody. Last thing we need, though, there's one right there. For them to be coming up on us and we not know where they're coming from. They're just running around. See, it feels like I'm just in molasses. There we go. All right, here we go. Boom. They don't know where it's coming from yet. They're running somewhere. I think what we need to do is this. See, right now, it's molasses. We need to get up out of here before... Okay, which way? Which way? I think it's this way. Before they get wind of how to get to us. And Captain Harger. Yeah, we need to get out of here. So archery isn't bad. Archery isn't bad. You have to... Did you see what just poked up on us? I think they're cutting off our expeditious retreat. Or, let's say our not so expeditious retreat. Just feels, like I said, the movement feels awkward and slow, and it feels like the initial, when you start moving, like right now, see, it feels like I'm in molasses when I'm trying to move. All right, here's the cold. Get out of the water. And you see right there, it just felt like I was stuck on something. And it's like, what are you stuck on? Oh, hey, wait. Let's do this too. All right, so you got a black blood helmet. But we're gonna go with that. Let's favorite that. All right, the black blood armor is better than the one we have. So let's take a look at it. I ain't mad at it, but it ain't great. The bracers are supposedly, they're the same. The boots are way less than the scaled boots. All right. Okay. Okay, so it automatically puts you back into first person after you go into your inventory. Not a fan of that. I mean, see if we can get past this guy here. I'm trying not to go back in the water, but is that okay? I'm not worried about that. Get over there. So we're gonna stay along the coast. And not mess with the horkers. Okay, so we're gonna try to go up this way. Just to see where it leads us. All right, save. So you almost have to force yourself to move, and you gotta just run, because like I said, that initial start to movement just feels like you're in mud. This looks. Oh, I'm about to say this looks familiar, but apparently we haven't been here yet. All right. Did we make it all the way down? Okay, Brine Water Grotto. See, I got to force myself to run because moving, like I said, and I know that I keep saying it over. Is that the tower, the lighthouse? And the reason, and I know I keep saying it over and over again, and the reason is because it's so jarring of trying to move and to not have your character respond or, respond quickly or timely is just annoying. So it is something that you feel. It is something that really does kind of affect you and really kind of, it's like, what's going on here? Why? What's happening? And it's not cool. I should have went on that boat and fought with that guy. See, look at that. That just, because every time, it's like you have to gather speed and momentum. What's in here? Nothing. So yeah, I should have went on there and got into a fight there with melee weapons just to see what it felt like to fight something other than a troll. I don't know that there's any other options to fight anything unless I pick a fight with someone, and I don't foresee there actually being someone that you can fight down here, that the guards aren't going to come running and just put you down.
Careful.
Ow. He fell in the water. Come on out. Come on out, Xander. So you saw that. This is what you got. You got over-exaggerated movements. You don't have any block. You see that? So that was like, so left stick or left trigger. Boom. Right? So that's not a block. Here's right. So I'm gonna assume this is the light attacks. And then here's the heavy attacks. Right? Come on, Xander. Let's do it, man.
You've already lost. I cannot best you.
So you can just commit murder. In broad daylight. Oh, I took all of his stuff. I didn't want to take all of his stuff.
What is it?
You look like you can handle your meat. 100 septums say I can outdrink you.
Okay, but don't blame me when you find yourself broke and feeling sick.
All right.
Down the hatch.
Shall we do another?
You are in trouble now. I can't even feel it.
And a third.
Let's help us.
I won. All right. Am I inebriated? I don't know. All right, here we go. Hold on. So nobody's gonna hold me accountable for this. No one's gonna say, "Hey, you killed Xander." I know I killed Xander. Right there. There he is. Xander's done. All right, we're gonna do this one more time, and then we're gonna call it a day. Hey, Deja.
Dr. Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
All right, look, you look like you can handle your meat. Hunter Septum say I can outdrink you.
I think I'll pass. Maybe someone at the local tavern will oblige you.
No, there are wimps over there. Here, let's get what's her name going. See what she does. Hey, Victoria.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Oh, well, no, I think that's because I'm kind of drunk. But let's see. You look like you can handle your meat.
Maybe someone at the local tavern will oblige you.
All right. Am I sick? Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, and I got gut worm. And I got economic turmoil. And poor genetics, mundane, and ruined liver. Is that from the drinking? Oh, from the oh my goodness, substance abuse. I should not be drinking. And I'm short. Oh my God. Oh, and I'm unattractive. Your looks get very little attention. Oh my gosh. This is like the story of my life. I didn't even look. Oh my goodness. Here, let me. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling so inadequate to start. All right, first things first. All right, let's a beef pie. Yeah, we just took that off we got that off his body. All right, wait a minute. Cook Brook fast. Your health. We need that. You know what else we need? Come on down here. We got 10 of these chumpies. Sobers you up if you're inebriated. Cures hangovers. All right, so we got that going. All right. I'm dirty. Yes, I am dirty. Hey, how you doing? I'm unattractive. I've got drug problems. I've got gut worm. Cure disease. All right. Hey. Yeah. All right. I'm susceptible. I thought I was more susceptible to poison. I didn't know that. Did I pick diseases? I thought I picked. Oh gosh. What was that? Did you hear that? Was that me? Did I lose a limb? Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Let's do this. Let's pick this. All right. I'm carrying too much. Well, oh my God, look how dirty we got. All right, we're clean. We're not very modest. Oh, my clothes need some washing too, though. Am I cold? Am I freezing? All right, so we're all cleaned up now. So let's just go to my wife. It goes, so you just leave me downstairs and you not cuddle me? Oh my God, it's just the most adorable thing you ever heard. It's just like, you just gonna leave me there downstairs. You're not gonna cuddle me like I want you to. Oh my goodness. I tell you, that boy sometimes. That boy sometimes just brings that amount of an amount of joy that you just can't ever imagine you were ever gonna see. Oh, look at this! What's going on here? Oh, look at this! We got the party wagon.
When are we gonna see some action?
I don't know. What's this? I'm afraid to activate the carriage.
I'm still sore where I took that arrow. I hate archers.
Oh yeah.
My father was a soldier. Smell the air. It's great, wonderful.
Mm.
This tradition as best I can. What can I
Hey.
do for you?
Nothing. You go on, man. You seem cordial.
Only cares about one thing.
You seem pretty cordial. That you got to give him. You got to respect that. What's that right there? Nothing. Okay. So guys, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. We didn't do much of the combat stuff. Archery, first person archery, seemed actually pretty okay. You know, wasn't bad. The actual fighting melee with against Xander, that was meh. And I think that's partly because, like, again, we're trying to introduce certain mechanics into a game that just wasn't made or built or even have the foundation to really be good at what you're trying to make it do. So it is what it is, right? I will say this though, everything else I actually rather enjoyed. I was surprised. Yeah, we went way off course to start the game. Yeah, that was funny. But the one part where we were choosing our background and everything like that, and I think she's quite attractive. So I don't want to hear that I'm unattractive. Okay, I think I look good. Okay, but the where we got to choose our background, childhood, and all that stuff was fascinating. And I'm gonna find, when I see that mod, I think will kind of be like a staple mod for me, right? Something that I would want in every list going forward. Anything that I'm seriously going to be playing or play through, any serious playthrough that I'm starting, I want to start with that. I really, really thought that was my favorite part. So there you have it. So guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. I am enjoying this. So there may be more. I was not expecting more. I was expecting to get in here, but I think I do owe it to you, and I owe it to the list to do some more combat and for us to find out just how we truly feel about the combat. Okay, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.